Okay, Sam. So let's just take a quick look at uh, this Saturday session. A bit of a rough session. So we've got a snatch video here. Take out the audio, and you'll see straight away the bars going around your knees. Okay, so um, we've talked about this many times before, but I just want to highlight this again with relevance to your training program, just so you can see what I'm talking about. So what I've done there is just given you a reference point. So we're just looking at this side, this vertical line here, the pink one, and you can see immediately the bar moves away, right? So from that start position, the bar's like just behind the line, so it should pretty much stay like behind or on the line the whole time. And you can see as soon as you start pulling, the bar's broken off the floor and the bar's going forward straight away, right? It keeps traveling forward all the way to the knee. The problem with that is that you're creating extra horizontal force and making your leverages worse, right? So we want the lift to happen inside the base of support. So like basically within this little box here. That's quite generous. Yeah, within this box here, essentially. The most efficient line is the one directly above the ankle. Probably should have picked a different color, but so that's essentially, we want it on that long line as much as possible. Anytime the bar deflects forward, you're putting yourself at disadvantage. So what we see here with this lift is that extra horizontal force results in you being unable to stabilize the weight. Okay. Honestly, you look pretty fatigued as well. Like if you were fresh, you probably would have saved it. But ideally, we don't have to save lifts because we're doing them correctly. So in your program, can you see the right comment? Let me just change. You can see here, this previous one, we're working on snatch pull to knee, and also snatch pull to knee plus snatch pull. Okay, so we've got this in a complex with the snatch, where we're working on getting that bar to come back into you off the floor, and then in a complex with the pull as well. Again, what we want to see when you review the footage is that bar coming back into you the whole time, right? So if we switch back to what's that? What we want to see happen is the bar will go up and back towards you. Small deflection at the hip, nice and close, coming back down on top of you, right? What we definitely don't want to see is the bar traveling forward off the floor, because then it has to cut back so much more to get into your hip, and then that's going to result in it deflecting more, and you're ending up with this like massive amount of horizontal force that you get with like a loose bar path versus like that nice tight controlled one. All right, next exercise. Clean and jerk. Let's see if this went any better. Okay, so main issue here, as we've talked about before, is just footwork and your sense of balance over the foot. You corrected it before you stood up there, which is great. The front squat is much better than the clean was. And we've got that straight leg on the jerk. So again, if we go to your program, we've got various split position drills where we're working on getting that knee bent, especially that jerk with the knee tap. We're going to hold the bar overhead and drop your knee. If your back foot goes back too far, you just won't be able to do it, right? So you need to make sure that you're precise with that back foot, keep it nice and close to you. Then we've got some light jerks to try and transfer that into the lift. And then finally pause front squats, where we're just working on like practicing finding the proper balance at the bottom of the front squat. And we're doing it again on Thursday, and then back squats with the same goal on Saturday. I've also given you a bit more volume and much lighter weights on your Saturday session. We're just going to work on getting this really clean in the first couple of weeks, and then gradually building up in intensity from there. Okay. Let's have a look at these clean pull to knee just to finish then. Yeah, that's pretty good. So the main thing there is just like when you set up here, you can see that elbow is pointing backwards and you're using the lats. Okay, so what you need to do is internally rotate this arm, straighten it before you pull. That's not, it's like right now, the bar isn't moving, right? It's just completely stationary. So there's absolutely no reason why this should be incorrect. Like, I get that you can make mistakes or like bend your arms involuntarily during the pull, but when the bar's not even, like the bar's on the floor, right? So you need to make sure you start in a good position. Okay, so a few things to work on. We've got the right exercises assigned to work on them in the next block. It shouldn't take us too long to get that sorted. If you have got any questions, obviously just send me a message.